Right.
Now, in a tradition stretching back 2 years, it's time for the annual Top Gear look at Christmas presents with a motoring theme.
Yes, I've got a bag here full of gift ideas. Literally, more gift ideas in here than you can shake a stick at.
Go on then. What have you got?
Starting with this, OK? It's an eco-calculator from Renault. Now, you charge it up by doing this. I don't know what was wrong with solar power, personally, but...
Oh, I don't know. I think some people just find this sort of thing comes more naturally to them.
Renault think it comes naturally to their customers, as it turns out. So there you are. That's that.
Now, smokers, are you worried about the excess space around your existing pink metallic ashtray?
Yes,
and are you a motoring enthusiast? If so, worry no more, because you can now fill that excess space with this plastic, disc brake and caliper themed ashtray surround novelty.
What is that?
Look at that.
Who thought pink and red would be a good idea going together?
Do you think that's his biggest problem?
You were worried about the colour scheme?
Look at these. These are little remote control cars that have been sent. Now, you turn them on, they make a bit of a din because, for reasons we can't work out, they stick to vertical surfaces and then you can drive them about. Now, this is great, OK? This is fantastic. Except, of course, us three decided to see how big the range was. Earlier in the week, we decided to try them out by seeing how high up the side of the BBC we could get them to go. So, if you were watching the One Show last night, you probably saw this, OK? Because they're in the office above us.
Along with every other kind of store, try really hard at this time of year to stop us counting the pennies in favour of throwing financial caution to the wind.
Pennies around the counter at the moment. I think we'll try every trick in the book to get us to part with it.
We'd like to say sorry to the One Show for ruining your show like that. Now, is it me? Yes.
We're so rubbish at Christmas.
Would anybody here like to hazard a guess at what this is? It's what? How can you know that? Have you got one?
Our friends bought us one as a present.
No, I've got... This lady knows the answer. This is a she-wee.
Yeah, they're with you. They're with you.
No, you're with me. The idea is, OK, that if you're on a long motorway journey, desperate for a wee, you undo your trousers.
Ladies, this is. Ladies.
This is ladies. It comes with a little bag.
I'm disturbed by what I'm seeing.
And you fill it up. The only thing is, OK, the literature here, OK, it says it can also be used in on aeroplanes, on ski lifts, and look at this one, while queuing.
Queuing?
Queuing.
What, in the post office?
Yes. You know, does anybody here want to see, any girls, want to see if they can have a wee in this bag without the person next to them noticing?
What I like is if you read through the marketing stuff on the box, there's a lot of kind of, yeah, feminists, come on, go girls, you get it because men have had this for ages, it's your right now. And then it goes on about using this thing to wee in post office queues and wherever else. As if they imagine that those of us who've had one for years, it's like a natural he-wee that we're born with. Well, I've had that for 38 years and I've never got it out in a post office queue to have a wee. Right, I'd like to demonstrate this. It's what I like to think of as the perfect social leper kit. Now, partly because it's a belt-mounted leatherette smoker's pouch, so you can put your cigarettes and your lighter in. But it's like a double whammy because then it comes in with a really big right hook. Look at the badge.
Oh my God!
It's an MG smoker's pouch, which means you'll walk into your favourite pub and they'll say, "You outside." I wasn't going to light up. No, but you might talk about MGs. Get out. It's shameful.
I have to say as well, OK, MG branding is out of hand. MG socks, MG underpants, MG overnight bag here, which is full of all the MG things we could lay our hands on yesterday. And we're going to play a game now. We're going to see how much of it we can get onto Richard Hammond in 30 seconds. No, we are. Who'd like to see that? Anybody? Can somebody start the clock, mate? You're going to have to give us a hand here.
Well, I'll take my jacket
Ready, steady, go! Let's dress Richard Hammond. Where's the belt? Where's the bloody belt gone?
Arms up.
We've got to get the MG smoke. Shoes! Hammond, slippers, hat, slippers, belt. Come on! You got the apron!
Right, shoe off.
Shoe off!
Give me the apron.
God's sake! bloody tree.
It's OK, it's OK.
Keep going.
It's OK.
You've done to our tree. Look at our tree.
Yeah, that might have happened. The
Look.
game's still on.
He's done it.
I've got you in the face. Here, James, you can keep the fairy.
This message saved.
It is. We've saved that. Right, back to it. Actually, can I just make a point? Can I just make a point? It's a serious one, actually. Grandparents, if you've got grandkids who like cars, what they like is cars, OK? They don't like towels with car names written on them.
No, apart from anything else, name stuff is often a bit of a waste of money. You can buy a bottle of red wine for $2.99, $3.99 in the shops. If you get a bottle of red wine with the Alfa Romeo logo on it, it's 15 quid.
Well, what can beat that, mate? See, this is an ice scraper, OK? It's covered in Santa's pubes. It's got Saab written on it. £38.50.
What, for that?
What? It's given us an idea, this. See this? This is a plate of sick. I know it is, OK, utterly worthless, but if I just pop a BMW badge on it, £13.80.
It does work, this sort of branding. This wizard's sleeve, for instance. Absolutely worthless, but it bears a Ferrari badge, £45.
This pork sword.
James, don't go do the pork sword. This cock.
Has it got 4 rings on
Yes,
it?
it has. Put this cock in your wizard's sleeve and
OK. OK.
it's all gone horribly wrong.
With packed spectator stands, Oliver went first.
3, 2, 1, go! 3 miles an hour.
You know when it was new, it had 40 horsepower.
Yep. If it's lost 1 a year, it's at minus 4
4 by now, yeah.
He's going round the first corner. Hold on. That was a power slide.
Look at that, it does look.
Ridiculous is the word you're looking for.
As the cadets struggled to get up the hill, the spectators left.
It is having a... Come on, joggle it, Stig's cousin. He's enjoying that.
And 1 minute, 12 seconds.
I think that's a good benchmark for you to try and beat.
Next up was the Panzer tank. Most powerful, longest, best
Heaviest,
tyres.
slowest.
Suspension
Longest?
for this sort of thing.
Longest is good for rallying, is it?
It is on this, yeah.
So why doesn't, on loose surface rallies, don't they turn up with intercity trains? Go! That's the most ridiculous spectacle I've ever seen in my entire life. A Mercedes with no bonnet, no front wings, no doors.
In the hands of African Stig, though, it was flying. That is the latest in a long line of pedigree-lightened Mercedes-Benz sports cars.
There's never been a Mercedes rally car.
Oh, yours is flying up the hill, mate. Look at it go.
You wait till you see the Lancia will dance through there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's out of control, man.
That's a big slide. One minute 6.
I'll just do my ancient...
I hate you gloating,
No,
Dom.
let him do it. It's like winning a semi-final.
Time now to put James in his place because the Lancia was on home turf with its rally pedigree.
Stratos, 037. What?
It's not dust, it's on fire.
Get it down. Can you turn it off?
Just let you Look at it all.
Stopwatch still running. 45 seconds.
We'll replace the seal.
Yeah.
And then, when it's cooled down a bit, he'll be able to do the lap.
You'll have difficulty, though. He's off. And maybe he started. Maybe start the stopwatch.
I think he was in a hurry, so he decided not to take your car.
Hey, Jeremy.
What?
You're right, though. Your engine. It's canted.
The next day, in the centre of Mound, we got our next challenge.
Oh, this is it.
The glittering golden envelope. You will drive your cars to Namibia through the Okavango Delta.
That's the really big wildlife place.
In the Okavango, you will encounter many deadly animals, including lions, leopards, cheetahs, hyenas, wild dogs, hippos, black rhino, and crocodile. Birds, snakes, shield-nosed snakes, puff adders, boomslang, cape cobras, banded cobras, black mambas, black widows, and thick-tailed scorpions.
What about the honey badger?
The what?
That's
Honey
the
badger.
least scary sounding animal in the world.
A honey badger does not kill you to eat you. It tears off your testicles.
It does not.
Why is it called a honey badger?
Exactly.
Because that's what's made it angry.
Why isn't it called the badger of death?
In order to protect ourselves from the lions and the honey badgers, Jeremy and I would have to rebuild our cars. But because we'd left all the bits on the other side of the salt pans, we had to use whatever we could find.
Did a lion eat this?
Who do I see about the corrugated metal?
I suppose I better practice at least my lion drill. Oh no, there's a lion coming. Ah, what shall I do? That. Oliver will protect me.
Because Mercedes were very popular in Africa, James soon found a spare door and boot lid for his car. And while he was looking for more bits, I hatched a plan.
Look what I've got.
That's a cow's head.
Yeah. Now this will attract flies, which will make his life unpleasant.
Yes.
It will also attract lions, tigers.
He effectively becomes a burger van driving through.
And to make sure the lions didn't miss...
Oh yeah, that's a whopper. That's a whole lion there.
Oh yeah, under the seat. On the
Oh,
smell.
the smell will really, that'll be beautiful.
We also attached a cowbell to the underside of his car. But while we were doing this, he was making merry with the paint. That afternoon, we left Maun and headed north to the Okavango Delta.
Right, my car now has been readied. As you can see, I have a wooden door here. It's a gull wing, so I can get in and out, obviously.
God, this is like being in an allotment shed on a very windy day.
On the left, I have all the cans that were in the car for the last few days have been arranged and pièce de résistance. Badgers, go away. I am the road warrior. Mad Jeremy. Police car.
Can anybody else smell burning, or is it my car?
Is it like a barbecue smell?
As we went through the gates and into the game reserve, the road changed again, for the worse.
This is new, very soft sand.
To stop our cars bogging down, we had to drive as fast as possible. We had ourselves another rally stage. Amazingly, even Jeremy had his work cut out keeping up with the Opel.
Hammond's car just looks so composed. I'm developing this irrational hatred of him and it.
Oh, this is such a good game.
Eventually, he was slowed down by a bridge over the river Kwai. The rally stage had taken its toll on one of the cars. Take a guess which one.
I'm in a car, which, as you can probably hear, has got a throttle that's jammed wide open and I can't hold it on the brakes. Hammond, move! You're going to have to go faster and I hit you.
What?
Oh, God!
Thanks, well, help yourself to my brakes, why not?
I've lost a skull.
Monkeys.
I'm sorry, I can't... Whoa. Just hear the throttle, that's tick over. Look, my leg's not on it.
Having bodged my throttle, we headed deeper into the Okavango.
Front, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. 1?
This is where wildlife cameramen come to make a name for themselves with David Attenborough. But unfortunately, our film crew are best really with cars.
The giraffe on the right. There, the big thing.
We ever do a programme called The Back End of an Animal? These are the boys to hire.
This week on Too Late to Look.
Moon on the left with animals with a baby on its back.
To give our crew a chance, we stopped and discovered that we weren't much good at animals either.
Wow, look.
a hippo's head.
Oh, it is?
Well, it's probably a whole hippo. It's just the rest of them is under the water.
What does a hippo do just before it's about to attack?
Opens its mouth.
Opens its mouth. It can open its jaw. There's a thing it can do.
Oh, look.
Oh, look at that.
They stop for a drink, using their noses to shovel water into their mouths.
Jeremy, that's a rubbish commentary.
James took over.
That one's lifting its sort of paw up a bit like a dog does.
Paw?
Hoof, foot, whatever you call it.
Hoof.
What is it on an elephant? It's amazing.
There's a man over there with the best comb over I have ever seen in my life.
That is... He's got 4 partings as a result of that. Can you see? Why don't... You're bald.
Live with it.
Oops, he called me back.
I was looking through binoculars.
Sorry. I was looking at the elephants, really. Look at that sun now, boys. Elephants, rally special stage, best comb over I've ever seen.
Everything's here.
We camped by the river, and while James serviced his car, I hatched a plan.
Jeremy. Quick, come in. Come in.
That's the cow's head.
Yeah, well, it wasn't working in the boot. I've had a bet right there. What? 10.
Here's 10.
Yeah.
Love your thinking.
The second one from the right, was it? Can you find it? That's it.
He's under his bed. Was a hippo.
What? Clarkson. That sounded very close.
Oh my Christ, look at that. Hippos spend all day in water.
Yes.
And then they come out at night because I can't remember why.
Well, thank you. That's useful. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Look, do you want to go out there with a hippopotamus? Or do you want to stay in here with the horse's head?
That's not a question that's ever been
It's
asked.
not a horse either, is it?
Hang on. That's my bag in James's tent. This is my tent! Oh, man, get it out!
After 2 days of going nowhere, Jeremy's patience had snapped.
Oh my God, what is that?
I think that's the auxiliary fuel tank. I'll tell you something else as well.
The whole fuel tank has just dropped off the bottom of the car.
I'll tell you something else. What? Smells remarkably might be leaking.
Oh Christ, hang on a minute, James. The prop shaft is gouged to hell and the fuel tank is gouged to hell.
How much is in the main tank at the moment?
If we're losing fuel, we've got to get as much as possible into the other tank.
The miles were tumbling.
We'd managed to pump some of the fuel into the good tank, but then we hit another problem.
That's what the fuel tank did to the shock absorber when it came off. So we've had to replace that as well. And we've now ended up with one full tank. The standard tank the car comes with, the other one is empty. Cross fingers, really.
The crash had also ripped a tyre off the rim. But luckily, our Icelandics had yet another trick up their sleeves. They filled the tyre with lighter fuel and...
Great success! However, we now had barely enough fuel to get to the pole. We were still stuck, and then came a call from Team Dog. In the 2 days that we'd been trapped, he'd closed us down and was now in the boulder field as well.
Oh, Bartlett! Get out of there! All right, let's go.
The news caused a bit of a row.
Sometimes, James, you have to move fast, and that was an occasion.
Sometimes, Jeremy, you have to move slowly. For example, going over the soft snow where we've been told time and again there are huge lumps of immobile ice, which is exactly what's caused that.
We wished we'd paid more attention at the Alpine training camp. We wished we were fitter. It really was starting to get tough. We felt certain that Hammond was ahead, but we had to stop and put the tent up. And it was a nightmare. It was -42, we were exhausted, and Ranulph's prediction about falling out was starting to ring true.
Hang on.
Are you in?
No.
Come on, can you just put it in? Just please, James.
I'm so unspeakably
Be quick
outraged
for
with
once.
you. You're not even doing this intelligently. You have to push it through until it goes in the other end.
James, I'm dying
You
here.
cannot
I am
build
dying.
a tent by shouting. Oh. That, frankly, is a pathetic effort.
Oh, Raven, get up!
The dogs were also fighting, and Matty dispensed swift discipline.
Get out! 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 I need to run him for a bit. This is crazy.
They mean the world to her, but they're not domestic pets. They're pack animals, and sometimes she has to remind them who's boss.
Hurry! The boys are out.
With order restored, they blitzed the boulderfield, and soon we were clear.
We've done it! We did it!
We are out!
Woo! Come on, guys, let's go!
Meanwhile, we were beginning a third day stuck in the same frozen hell.
Whoa, James.
What?
You're standing on like an ice bridge.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
You're going to cut your arm off.
To try and speed things up, we'd broken out a chainsaw to cut away the bigger boulders and some snow ladders to cross the deeper ravines.
That's just going to fall down.
It's not, because I'll dig it in. Okay. We've got it.
James?
Oh.
Right, get the hammer down, Matty. We are in a race. We need to make good speed on the flat. We've got to.
Do you know, over the last 2 days, 2.5 days, our average speed is less than a mile now.
I have... I'm... Oh! Ow! Do you know what I was about to say? Do you know what I was about to say?
No, I don't.
I was about to say, I think we're coming to the end of the boulder field. Look about. What can you not see?
Do you think we have? I think we have actually got to the edge of the good ice, haven't we? That's very flat over there.
James, we're out. We've made it! It's flat! It's so smooth and no more going up and down!
It had taken 3 days of almost non-stop driving, but this incredible machine had breached what the experts had said would be an impregnable wall. It had taken on the impossible, and it had won.
Unless you want to go home to your wife and children with the hatchet buried in your head.
We knew that with just 75 miles to go on flat ice, we could easily overhaul Hammond. So we decided to treat ourselves to a spot of tenting.
I am never, ever going to complain ever again about the quality of a hotel. So long as I get to a hotel and I don't have to actually build it. Ah, you want a room, sir? Certainly. Here's some bricks, some mortar, a lavatory seat, some wood, some nails, a hammer, some carpet, some glass. What?
Seat the pole.
We too knew that the car would reel us in, so we kept on going.
I know I need to get off.
After 90 minutes sleep, we pulled down the tent for what would be the last time.
This is what I have to put up with at night. Sleeping next to a 6-foot sinus that then wheezes in a bottle and leaves it for me to clear up.
A spot of revenge was in order.
Result.
There was another result as well. We figured out that we must have retaken the lead from Team Dog. As they struggled on, we tried to rekindle some of the fun that seemed to have gone missing from our journey.
I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with S.
Snow.
Yes.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with S.
Sky.
Yes.
I spy with my little eye.
If it begins with S, I'm going to kill you.
But then amazingly, we spotted something beginning with P.
Is it DC-3?
It is. Or a C-47, strictly.
What, because it's the military one?
Exactly.
Imagine surviving that plane crash and then finding yourself here.
That's a bad deal.
We'd run for 15 hours straight, but even so, I knew we were going to lose.
You know, we are now the most northern people in the world. Apart from Michael Parkinson, obviously.
With the pole just 10 miles away, it really did look like we'd win the race and be the first people ever to drive there. But then... It couldn't be more than a few miles deep, but it didn't need to be, because if Hammond was anywhere near, we were history.
Come on!
Alright, let's go.
Which way?
Attaboy, come on. Gio, come on.
James, is the diff stuck in the snow?
It's working.
The side slipping. Drive. Oh, this is just unreal.
It took us 3 hours to do a mile.
Hold it!
And then the car beached itself on a block of ice. We were desperate.
Oh, over. G over. G.
Right, get the hammer down, Matty. Let's make this camp.
Alright, let's go. Get up, Bartlett. Bartlett!
Stop!
I can't lose this.
Come, Raven! Go hard.
On by.
Try that!
Even though we were on fumes, I threw caution to the wind and went for it.
God's strength.
Get out of here!
You're gonna bust it.
No.
G over. G. Raven Hawk. Lines up, put the lines up. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Hawk, Raven Hawk, Hawk, Raven Hawk. Hawk.
Will not be beaten by a dog.
Geo, Raven G.
At last, we were clear.
James, we're gonna do it.
All we had to do now was match the known bearings of the pole with the readout on our sat-nav.
And then
Left, 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 left.
Where are you? I expected a sort of shining beam of light coming out of the Earth's core. I go this direction.
Yeah, A. Right, ready for it. Ready, 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 ready. Yes!
Yes, sir! It's here! It's here! Hammond!
Oh, fuck it! Matty, I'm off.
Where are you?
Hammond!
Yes,
We're at the North Pole.
you've done it.
We've done it, we're here.
The truck got there.
Yeah, the truck has got here, it didn't fall through the ice. Presume you're not very far away.
No, no.
Listen, oh no, wait. Sorry, mate, James wants a word. Hang on a sec.
All
hang
right,
on.
Joe.
Hammond?
Yes, mate.
May. Bad luck.
That was it, really.
Oh.
Can't be far. Yeah.
For this experiment, we've come here to Swindon. It's the Wiltshire branch of the Science Museum, so it's got the sort of academic atmosphere we need. It's also got a socking great runway, which is excellent because a good radio-controlled car needs to be fast. So that means we'll have to make our normal G-Whiz a lot faster. Let me demonstrate the problem with speed by carrying out a simple drag race.
I shall pilot the G-Whiz. 48 volts, 0 to 40 in quite a while, and I've put it up against an everyday normal car.
A genuine 500 horsepower Mustang.
Should be close. 2, 1, go!
We're off, we're off, we're off!
He's pulling away. He's pulled away some more.
So, not good. But our radio-controlled version should pep things up.
We've made it using the scientific principle of more is more. Basically, it's got 10 times more battery power.
And to help put that power down, we've fitted it with fat tyres from a Formula 3 racing car.
So let's run the drag race again. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, try that. That's more like it. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Yes!
But a good radio-controlled car should also handle well. So, along with the fat tyres, our G-Whiz has been lowered and widened. To test its handling, we've made ourselves a circuit. And to really find out if our mods have worked, it'll be racing against a conventional remote-controlled car.
Now, for this race, I shall pilot the little remote-controlled car
because to get the best out of the G-Whiz for this test, it needs to be controlled by our finest driver. Someone who has never sat on Santa's knee. Someone who's never watched Moonraker on Boxing Day. Right, here we go. Oh, come on! Not to worry, I had a backup. Yes! First corner coming up. Time to see what the Stig makes of our handling changes.
Oh, he won't like that. No, that's not good.
Second corner. And I knew that if I caught the Stig, he'd squash me again. But no matter, because the pickup is carrying a special load. When I press this little button, oh yeah.
Not exactly Alaska, is it? Still, it provided us with an ideal opportunity to test a new estate version of Jaguar's X-Type.
So why is an estate car so important in the snow? Well, in the olden days, they used to let you go out there with nothing more than a jumper and a shovel. But these days, the health and safety people say you need rather more than that if you're going to deal with these treacherous conditions. They say that you should take a tow rope, obviously, a rag to tie to your aerial in case you get covered by a drift, a torch, some warm clothing, carpet to put under the tyres if you get stuck, a mobile phone charger, first aid kit, obviously, plenty of water. Good. That's what they say, but I think you'd probably go further without being stupid. Andy McNab, for instance, he'd be a good idea. It doesn't have to be Andy McNab himself. Anyone from the SAS will do. Anyone with a knowledge of how to build a rudimentary shelter and drink their own wee. Ray Mears, he'd do. Thermos, stove for cooking, some kindling. Food, I've got a lot. Soup, curry, chocolate. I think some skis would be a good plan. Spare fuel. Sorry, mate. Put the shovel on you. And the hip flask. So, with a pile that size, it's a good job that the X-Type estate has a bigger boot than the BMW 3 Series estate, the Audi A4 estate, and the Mercedes C-Class estate.
Underneath, the X-Type is actually a Ford Mondeo. But don't let that put you off.
Genetically, you are 98% identical to a halibut, but it's the 2% that makes the difference. And it's the same story in here. Got all this wood and leather and equipment. It feels very Jaguar-ish.
Prices start at a very un-Jaguar-ish £21,000, but for that you'd get a small engine or a diesel and front-wheel drive. This version, however, costs £26,000, and that's because it has a 2.5-litre V6 and, more importantly, four-wheel drive. Now, we know that when the weather's like this, four-wheel drive works well on big off-roaders with their chunky tyres. And we know that ordinary cars don't work at all. So, where does the Jag fit in?
The thing is, this is an ordinary car with ordinary road tyres. Just happens to have four-wheel drive. So, how does this one cope?
Well, the simple answer is very well. It didn't get stuck once, all day. It laughed in the face of the weatherman and the police and the AA with their advice to stay at home. and I'm not surprised by this.
Once, many years ago, I actually drove an X-Type saloon down a ski slope. And coming up now is some footage of it.
The Jag may have a very rudimentary four-wheel drive system. There are no torque-sensing diffs and no active yaw control. It doesn't even have particularly high ground clearance. It's just a car. But even so, I made it down the mountain.
We know it works on snow and ice, but better still, it keeps on working on roads like this, roads that have been gritted. If I were to drive down here in a BMW 3 Series estate with rear-wheel drive, I'd need a nappy. But in this, I feel relaxed. There are none of those heart-stopping moments where the wheels hit the slush, you know, and it all suddenly goes twitchy. It doesn't, it just tracks straight and true. Honestly, I could be driving along this road at nearly 60 miles an hour, doing a little light embroidery to pass the time.
In the advertisements for this car, Jaguar suggest it would be an ideal tool for your family skiing holiday. But if you have one of these, you don't need to go to the Alps.
Eat your heart out, Val d'Isère, and welcome to Val de Chipping Norton. This is the best ski lift I've ever been on. Morning. You well? You well? Yeah, no, having a good day. And this is the great thing, you see, is I can adjust the speed of my lift by shouting at the driver. Faster! Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, that'll do. Thank you. Nice speed. Okay, and stop. J'arrive at the top. Now, ski back down again. No poles, but hey. I need a bit more gravity.
We're moving on to look at Christmas. It's not far away, and a lot of you might be considering perhaps grazing the interweb in your Chrissy Prezzy search. And we've made a few helpful selections for you.
First of all, you know when you're driving along and you're a bit desperate to go to the loo?
It happens.
It happens. It's a long drive, and then when you get there, it looks like this.
Oh dear, yeah, good. I know, it's nasty.
You need worry no more, because we've found on the interweb, well, I'll show you. Here it is. Yep. It's a lavatory that attaches to the bumper of your car. It's called a bumper dumper. So you can simply pull onto the hard shoulder, attach it, 35 quid plus 3 quid for the additional loo roll holder, the optional, I should say. It comes with a bucket. We've got a picture of it here, OK? Now, that's got a 5-gallon capacity.
Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty.
So you can have a pretty substantial supper and not worry.
Nice. If that's not the one for you, you could try these. Now, you haven't got your Ferrari anymore, have you?
No.
No, I know. But don't worry, because you can still have a slice of that Maranello magic in your life with this. It's a gear lever from a Ferrari, but it's also a sink plunger.
That's a combination I would never have thought of.
No, it's a rare thing, but it is going to bring a little bit of glamour to an otherwise mundane task.
Absolutely. How much is it?
It is going to set me back £17.
Set me back?
If you're worth
£17.
Yeah, but that's magnificent. It's 6-speed as well, apparently.
6-speed sink plunger. Upping the price a little bit. Now, let's just say you've got a girl back to your flat. You flick the lights on and offer her a seat on this.
Oh, look at that!
It's a NASCAR sofa, £1,300 and real leather.
That's... and it's got flames on it.
Yep, and everything.
That's brilliant. The best bit about this is in the middle there, if you look closely. This is the real killer line. She's on that end, and you're on that end, and there's a bit of a silence, and you're sort of shuffling towards her.
Yeah, well, all right. Don't need to demonstrate with me.
Don't be scared. It'll be fine. And you can point to that in the middle and say, look, that, you'll find, is an embroidered signature of Jeff Gordon.
Who is Jeff Gordon?
No idea! But it is! I think he
Why has Jeff Gordon got his name on a Who does anyone here know who Jeff Gordon is? NASCAR driver. He's what? Hold on.
A NASCAR driver.
He's a driver in NASCAR.
Yeah, I knew that.
You knew it? Why didn't you say then?
I didn't have a clue, but it's got his name embroidered on your sofa.
So there we are. £1,300, and it comes with the name of a NASCAR driver. Is he successful?
Very successful.
A very successful NASCAR driver. That's great.
Well, clearly,
It's a racetrack.
it's an oval.
It's an oval, yeah.
It's NASCAR is what it is.
Origins of.
How did the Romans know?
That is foresight.
They
That
didn't-
goes to show. I mean, they are talked of as being advanced. They were.
You know what I'm thinking, chaps?
Let me
I think I
guess.
do, actually.
Here we go, Roman rallying.
Pretty sure we're allowed to do this. I can't imagine the beat. Why would they mow? This was a place of entertainment, wasn't it? Surely.
I'm in the Old Testament in an MX-5 as we go into second. Power sliding through Leviticus.
Automatic is not good for classical car chariot racing.
Hammond weaving about. Oh, he's tried to fill me up with sand.
Exhibition piece of driving from Hammond in the front-wheel drive Barchetta.
Now onto the main straight, into third and into Deuteronomy Bend.
Old Testament NASCAR was the best motorsport ever, apart from one small problem.
Oh, that's a lot of dust coming.
I can't see a bloody thing back here. Ah!
Ah!
Sorry.
Bit blind here, racing in fog.
My helmet's fallen off. I can't see any.
If somebody comes, somebody's going to see this dust. And then they're going to come, and then there'll be anger and rage.
I can't see at all now.
Before we smashed a 2,000-year-old Roman pillar, we decided to agree that Hammond's Fiat was the fastest and call it a day.
Absolutely tremendous. That's the best history lesson I've ever had.
I think I know why your car was the fastest.
Why?
We'll step out here. Allow me.
Tyres.
What?
Tyres?
No, no, no.
Drive.
No, it's
Actually,
very
front-wheel
light.
drive. It's
Much
better than your
lighter
team.
than it was on lap 2.
My arse! I've lost an entire buttock.
You have.
Of my beautiful pert little bottom on this car.
Hammond didn't just break his own car. Look what he's done to my spotlights. They're gone! Gone!
Still, at least the Hippodrome race had prepared us for Jordanian traffic.
You know what's good about this slightly chaotic driving style is that it works because everybody does it. Oh, look at that! Jesus, that was close.
We headed west, and soon we arrived at the final border crossing. Israel, the one we'd been dreading.
This is it, the Hussein Bridge over the Jordan River. We're leaving Jordan on the dirty passport. Switching now. Clean passport. Arriving in Israel.
That's the man with the mirror on the stick.
The checks were long and thorough, but it seemed we'd got away with our trip through Syria. And we were in.
Yes! We're on the way to Bethlehem. Hang on in there, little fella, we're coming. 3 wise men with gifts.
Sadly, though, for political reasons, we'd been advised to avoid the disputed West Bank. So we were now going in completely the wrong direction yet again. And I decided to make the most of it.
I hope the other two don't mind, but I fancy a small deviation to go and have a look at the Sea of Galilee.
This was a good call because getting there meant driving through the Golan Heights.
Look at that! What a stretch of road!
This is an outrage. This is just astonishing, this road. I want to marry it and have its babies.
As with everywhere on this journey, though, there was a catch.
If you crash off the road here, you go into a minefield, literally a minefield, because for political reasons this was Syria and now it's Israel.
But even politics couldn't spoil this moment.
There you go. Thank you, little car.
I'm going to make an admission. Hammond's car is properly coined.
Oh! Come on, car, just go! I'd like to take a bloody Israeli tank shell to this gearbox.
What an evening. What an evening.
And then it got even better.
Holy Mother of Mary.
Oh, look at that.
That's the Sea of Galilee.
That's one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen.
Why is the Sea of Galilee, of all the sort of biblical sites referenced, the one that makes you feel most it's the most evocative?
Well, it's me, because I'm, you know, JC.
But no, you're Jeremy Clarkson.
You are healed. I have healed you.
You've taken the bandage off.
Ready?
And the thorn, what hath pricked his arm?
What?
No evidence
It
that
got better of its own. That's what happens. It was days ago.
I only had one sweet in this bag, and now there are many.
No, it was a bag full of sweets.
The next morning, on the shores of Galilee, we had a moment of quiet contemplation.
So much, we still had enough food left over to fill 12 baskets.
And then the still delusional Jeremy offered to cook yet another meal.
There's only 2 fish.
I don't like fish.
Well, they are. Solved it.
It's a miracle.
That is a miracle. We've got enough fish to go round. I am walking on water now.
You're standing on it. Walk over there.
Yeah. Miraculous, that, mate.
I've invented swimming!
Oh, God.
Look, what do you think of that?
Before Jeremy decided to part the waters, we moved on.
I feel awful. Unfortunately, it wasn't an angel that came to me in the night, it was the trot. Bad.
We were now just 20 miles from Bethlehem, and what a journey we'd had. Through a region that's made history for 7,000 years and continues to make front-page news today. Unlike the original wise men, we'd had to take huge detours around the political minefields and the real ones. And yet somehow we'd made it, in cars that really weren't built for this kind of work.
There must have been people who thought they're idiots setting out across the Middle East and its deserts in sports cars. But here we are at the end, and I'm still in one.
I can't think of anything I'd rather have done this journey in than a small, open-top sports car, because what cars like this give you, for a relatively small outlay, is access to 93 million miles of blue sky. You can't really put a price on that.
This little Fiat has been, it's fair to say, the surprise of the trip, because nobody expected it to finish. Come on, a small Italian sports car. Yes, there have been problems. One of its buttocks fell off. Jeremy did that. The radiator fell off. I did that. And there's a terrible smell in here. I definitely did that. But it's survived them. It's still here, and it's still making me grin. Thank you, little mate.
Well, this is it, Jerusalem. Nothing can go wrong now.
Overtaking manoeuvre coming up.
My Hubble pipe!
Before James could do any more damage, we pulled over in a car park on the Mount of Olives, so we could decide which of our cars was the best.
I would like to speak first on this. It's rubbish.
What?
I'm
Yours?
sorry.
There is a place reserved in hell for the man who put that gearbox in that car. And it's the ratios. It's a case of many are called, but few are chosen. And many who are first shall be fourth, and many who are third will actually kick down into second. It's hopeless.
So can I just ask, which of our two would you choose to have? Which have you looked at most covetously?
I covet my neighbour's Fiat. I do.
Really? Good man. Now that's very interesting, because the car of the three that I would choose is the Fiat.
Hey?
I make no bones about it. I still maintain this is a fantastic little sports car. We all like the Mastronics.
Yeah, it's a great car.
I haven't bonded with it. My steering's lovely, ride's lovely, but the one thing you don't do is love it. I never got up in the morning and think, I hope it's all right this morning.
So at the end of this trip, this is still a machine to you?
Yeah, it's a laptop.
So we're all agreed, and the Italian car is the most reliable.
Yes. But listen, we have got to get all these thoughts out of our heads now. No more car talk. We must just complete the programme. If you're a car enthusiast, you can turn off now, because we've just got to finish this journey off.
We must complete the mission.
We must. Soon, we arrived in Bethlehem. And it felt good to be at the font of peace on earth and goodwill to all men. As darkness descended, we saw a mysterious light in the night sky and decided to follow it.
This must be the place.
So here we are, a shaft of heavenly light indicating that our quest is at an end.
This is it.
Evidence of shepherds.
Told you there was a man.
We are three wise men, and we have travelled far from the east with gifts, gold, shampoo, that was a bit of a mistake, and an electronic toy.
Let us see this child who has been born unto us.
Yes, let us.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that.